Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Warriors are still looking to improve the squad and want to bring in a great center to give the team more depth. Rumors: Warriors will get rid of Moses Moody in exchange for Portland. Of Golden State's 20 players currently on their training camp roster, only 3 are legitimate centers. Tracy Jackson-Davis impressed during his rookie season but is still only going into year 2. Veteran Kevin Looney looked tired and near on unplayable at times last season, and Quinton Post is on a 2-way contract and likely to spend his fair share of time in the G League. That leaves little wiggle room for the Warriors in the way of injuries, and will likely result in a heavy burden on veteran forward Draymond Green to play a fair portion of his time at center. While Golden State may prefer a shooting 5 like Carter, they could also just simply improve their center rotation with a player like Robert Williams III. Golden State Warriors receive Robert Williams III. Portland Trail Blazers receive Kevin Looney, Moses Moody. Williams may have a number of suitors around the league, but aside from that, the Portland Trail Blazers don't have a whole lot in the way of leverage. The 26-year-old is coming off just 6 games last season and 41 in the past 2, while he's only played more than 35 games twice in his 6-year career. There's also the fact Portland have a myriad of centers currently on their roster, having drafted Donovan Clingan with the 7th overall pick to go with Williams, Dup Reith and incumbent starting center DeAndre Ayton. It makes sense to move on from at least one of them. Reith is unlikely to have too much value despite a solid rookie year, while Ayton's hefty contract is expected to turn teams away. That leaves Williams, whose defense could be valuable to a number of playoff teams around the league. Time Lord averaged 10.0 points, 9.6 rebounds, 2.0 assists, and 2.2 blocks with the Boston Celtics during the 2021-22 season that ultimately finished in an NBA Finals defeat to Golden State. Williams was also named to the All-Defensive Second Team that year, and received votes in both Defensive Player of the Year and Most Improved Player awards. Portland is actually fairly stocked at the shooting guard/small positions, but a number of the options are young and could be passed by Moody in the rotation. A Moody-Williams swap makes some sense, with Looney thrown in to help match the $12.4 million salary. Monday at Media Day, and shares his expectations for the 2024-25 NBA season. Draymond Green is impressed with how the Warriors front office handled the always turbulent NBA offseason. Speaking to reporters during Warriors Media Day, the 34-year-old gave his take on Golden State's lack of significant roster moves. To see them stand pat and say, "No, we're going to pluck away, we're going to sign a Buddy Hield, we're going to sign a DeAnthony Melton, we're going to sign a Kyle Anderson, and just pluck away and chip away at it, I thought that was incredible," Green told reporters. "I thought it shows who this organization is, and it is a testament to Mike Dunleavy and who he is as a basketball mind, a guy who's grown up in the NBA his whole life. Like I said, in most situations, you see someone panic, and they make a move that sets them back for 5 years. One move in this league, it can pretty much set you up for how the next 10 years of your organization is going to go. Sometimes the best deal you can make is to not make a deal, and I think we did a great job in going out and getting pieces that are going to help this team grow, that will allow young guys the opportunity to grow and yet keeping the future of this organization as bright as it's ever been." While the Warriors made overtures for All-Star forward Paul George and angled for a potential Lauri Markkanen trade, Golden State's roster remained relatively the same aside from replacing Klay Thompson, Chris Paul and Dario Saric with Hield, Anderson and Melton. Dunleavy and the rest of the Golden State brass are banking on those solid veteran additions, as well as the continued development of young stars like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski and Tracy Jackson-Davis. With Steph Curry continuing to play at a high level, there are plenty of reasons for optimism with the 2024-2025 NBA season approaching. Signing a superstar free agent or pulling off a big trade would have pushed the franchise even deeper into the luxury tax apron or forced the trade of numerous draft picks. Instead, the Warriors retain plenty of roster flexibility heading into the start of the season. Time will tell if the lack of roster changes will get the Warriors back into the playoffs in the rugged Western Conference.